How to make a basic bratwurst with Matt the Butcher. First thing I get is quality pork shoulder and grind it up. Whoop! Next is the spices that consist of ground black pepper, ginger powder, nutmeg powder, dehydrated wholemeal powder, dried white onion flakes, a mixture of kosher salt and baking soda, fresh cold water, and a little magic. Whoop! Okay, first thing I add is the mixture of salt and baking soda. To really mix it well by hand, I'll fold the grind, switching from vertically to horizontally and punching it down. Until I achieve a sticky bind that will adhere to the palm of my hand without falling off. Next, I will add half the spices and mix in. Then add half the water and mix until the bind comes back. Then the other half of the spices and mix. Then lastly, the rest of the water. I mix until I achieve a well-bound and sticky sausage batter like this. It's best to have everything you need in an arm's reach, like the sausage mix, 29-32mm natural hog casings, hydrated for 24 hours, my trusty LEM 5-pound sausage stuffer, a 3-pronged sausage pricker, and a sharp knife on hand. Okay, to fill the sausage stuffer with less air bubbles, I like to get a good handful of meat and ball it up, and gently but firmly slam and punch it down to the bottom. Repeat until it's full. For the casing, I like to go through a whole section before I put it on the stuffing tube. This is to make sure there aren't any knots and to take off excess water over the cup. A natural casing should slide right on and off the tube with ease if hydrated well in advance. A stiff casing breaking during stuffing is the bane of my existence. Plus, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, some people like to tie the casing at the end of the tube before starting to stuff. I don't prefer this method because here I'm trying to get 4-ounce links out of these. And when coming up on the last link, it may be 5 to 6 ounces, which will be an easy adjustment to take some out, or if it's 2 to 3 ounces, I'll just take out all the meat and stuff it again once I fill up the stuffer. When I stuff, I control the pressure on the casing with my thumb and pointer finger. The tighter you squeeze, the tighter it will pack the casing. The lighter you squeeze, the less it will be packed. It takes a little getting used to get a nice even pack. Also, I squeeze around the end of the stuffing tube about 90% to let air come back up and out of the last 10%. One more tip is to keep coiling the sausage away from you and closer to the center of the table as you stuff to help keep things in place and safe and sound. My word, look at that sexy rope sausage. Okay, now I use my sausage pricker to pop any air pockets left in the casing. As you keep progressing in sausage making, the air pockets should really be at a minimum. Okay, to link the sausage, it's important to rotate while spinning the links so that the casing doesn't come unbound as you go along. I like to take my time linking because sometimes if you go too fast, you can end up breaking the casing and you can get uneven sized links. Man, these are gorgeous. I can still smell the spices too. I cannot wait to eat these guys. I always allow my sausage 12 to 24 hours in the refrigerator to set up nicely before cooking. For cooking, I'd like to have a non-stick pan or cast iron pan with a splash of oil in it on medium to low heat. After the first 2 minutes, I like to flip the sausage and place the lid on. Then, every 2 minutes, I flip the links until they are cooked all the way through. This should take about 10 to 12 minutes. I also like to allow the sausage to rest for about 5 minutes before cutting. Okay, let's cut into one of these bad boys. Sheesh, my whole kitchen smells like nutmeg and ginger. Incredible. Look how beautiful this turned out. Well, I've got breakfast sorted. What about you? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to link and subscribe. Oh, I mean like and subscribe. Whoop!